stand and face the audience. For the highest average in reading, we have Kenneth Johnston with a 95. For spelling, we have Kenneth Johnston with a 99. For language, we have Morgan Godfrey with a 97. For mathematics, we have Morgan Godfrey with a 90. Social studies, Kenneth Johnston, 95. Science, Kenneth Johnston, 95. Okay, last handwriting, we have a three-way tie. Morgan Godfrey, 93. Kenneth Johnston, 93. And Shelby Mullins. And for honor roll A and B, we have Shelby Mullins, Layla Martin, and Kenneth Johnston. At this time, we will have our principal come up. Let's give her a hand.
You all. Okay. On behalf of Mrs. Lyons, the staff, and students, I am honored today to present to you our highest academic award for our kindergarten and first grade. Let's give them a hand. Award is presented to a person or a group of people that have done excellence in a particular area. And for that, I want to stop today and set aside this time to recognize those students. I would like to start with perfect attendance. Perfect attendance. We've had some good days, some bad days, some snow days, and all of those days. But perfect attendance from this area is Norman Harris and Tiffany Strickland. Student of the Year have a list of about 20 criteria for each teacher to complete, and the teachers have selected Student of the Year for kindergarten is Tiffany Strickland, and most of the Student of the Year goes to Kenneth Thomas. The first names that I called out so far, please stand and be recognized. Tiffany Strickland, Mr. Strickland, I see very good. Let's give him a hand. The top three students in kindergarten, our number one student in kindergarten is Simone Adams. Second is Tiffany Strickland with 82. And the third student is Asia Cruz with an 82. We have one president students from kindergarten, all A's, and that is Simone Adams. I apologize. We've had so many students over all the different years. Sometimes I hear their first name to a last name. We used to have a Simone Adams, Megan, and now we have Simone Adams. Let's give her a hand. Placement test results we give the placement test in the beginning, remember, in September. We also give the placement test at the end of the school year. That allows us to know how well the teachers have done in the classroom, and also it sees the students' progress from the beginning up until the end. And for the fall placement test, we had Tiffany Strickland with a 91%, Simone Adams with a 90%, and Christina Thornton with an 80%. Please stand and be recognized at this time. Thank you. In the spring, we had in our area of mathematics for the placement test, Simone Adams with a 97%. And from our reading area, we had Tiffany Strickland with the highest average of 89, Simone Adams with an 89, and Christina Thornton third with 82%. The hour, everybody says the ITBS. That means the hour test of basic skills. That is our national assessment that we send out from Solid Rock Academy to compare our students nationwide, and we have received our results. Parents, you will receive your results at the end of the school year by June 30th, but they are here. In reading, we had the highest average with Tiffany Strickland, Second was Simone Adams and Dorman Harris. Tiffany Strickland scored 2.9. That means second grade, 9th month. So when you get your scores, we'll help you understand how to read them. So that's a great job. Let's give her a hand. Simone Adams was a 2.2. That means second grade, second month. And sometimes because you have all A's, don't necessarily mean that you're going to score the highest on the what? Test, because everybody don't do as well on tests as others. And then with Dorman Harris, we had a 1.6. Okay, that's your brother. In math, we had Simone Adams with a 1.2, and we had Asia with a K.6. And for our language area, we had Simone Adams with a 1.5, Tiffany Strickland with 1.0, Asia Cruz K.8, and Christina Thorne K.8. So we know that they are prepared for what? First grade. Kindergarten students, would you stand, all of you stand and turn to face your parents? All kindergarten students, please. Let's give them a hand. Not a salutatorian this year. Salutatorians and valedictorians arrive from 90 and above. We have one student as valedictorian, Simone Adams. Okay, kindergarten students, you may be seated. Okay, first grade, are you ready? Yeah! Okay, very good. From president's list, all A's, we have Morgan Godfrey, 93.3. We have Kenneth Johnson with a 94.6, and Shelby Mullins with a 91. Stand as this, and students, would you stand, and with the parents stand. Let's give them a hand. The reason I want to recognize the parents, because without you parents, the students could not be successful, nor the teachers could be successful, so we appreciate your help and support throughout the school year. There's been homework, class projects, and all of the things that we asked upon our parents. Perfect attendance, Morgan Godfrey and Kenneth Johnson. Student of the year for Ms. Brown Crowley and Mrs. Felton is Layla Martin. And most improved student of the year is James Strobel. Please stand and be recognized. That is Layla Martin and James Strobel. Placement test results in the fall, Kenneth Johnson, 89%. Layla Martin, 84%. Morgan Godfrey and Shelby Mullins, 83%. Morgan says, wow. Very good, Morgan. From our screen, we have Kenneth Johnson, 95%. Morgan Godfrey, 91%. And Shelby Mullins with 85%. In math, we have Kenneth Johnson with an 89. From our hour test of basic skills, reading, Morgan Godfrey, 2.6, Ms. Mullins, 2.2, Kenneth, 2.0, and Layla Martin, 2.0. From math, we have Morgan Godfrey, 2.4, Kenneth Johnson, 1.4, Layla Martin, 1.9, Kenneth Johnson and Layla Martin, 1.9, and Shelby Mullins, 1.5. Area, we add, if you'll notice, language to this area. We have Kenneth Johnson with a 3.3, Morgan Godfrey, 2.2, Shelby Mullins, 1.7, and Layla Martin, 1.4.